everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure with who else but me, Maria Young. Okay, so today I'm going to show you all of the wildness, the craziness, the madness that's going on in my garden right now. Because even though it is the winter time, it is so bright, it is so sunny, it is so warm that in my garden, all of my plants and my orchids are totally confused, and it actually thinks it is springtime. So indeed, I'm gonna show you the madness, the wildness, the craziness that's going on in my garden. But before I do, I want to give some special orchid love to some special orchid peeps that are in my special orchid life. Definitely want to thank you so much for joining me on my orchid adventure, and of course becoming a part of my orchid adventure familia and staying tuned to my videos. I indeed appreciate each and one of you guys so much. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out to Orchid Quiltfish, MC Candlelight, Ivy Gearman, Irina's Garden Orchids and a Duchy, Emily Kiesling, Gina Goff, Jobette Tungo, Orchid Mania, Orchid Love NYC, Lydia Cortez, Kira from Pear Valley, and Orchids by Ian Yu. Indeed, I love you guys so much, and you gotta know, I do appreciate you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin this springtime in the winter party, starting off with these ground growing orchids right here. And if we take a close look, you're already beginning to see the blooms already coming through. And if we take a close look also down into the pot, you're seeing a lot of the sproutlets also beginning to come up, and indeed they are also beginning to create their blooms as well, as you guys can see. Indeed, these are early risers, these ground growing orchids. Ooh, 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 look at here, look at here. This is another ground growing orchid, also known as the nun's cap orchid right here. And if you can see, yeah, you can see those big old spikes right there beginning to form. And guess what? I am doing such a happy dance right now, toot, 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 because I am seeing 4 beautiful healthy spikes. 1 right there, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, indeed, we are going to start the ground growing orchid party, and it's going to be an amazing one. And if we venture out deep into the Amazon forest, we will discover such a beautiful tropical paradise, and we'll also take note that the bromeliads are also setting their flowers. And walking around, we will also notice that our amaryllis are in bloom. And also our spotted miniature irises. My trumpet tree with their beautiful bright yellow fluorescent trumpet-shaped flowers. And will you guys look at this Dendrobium nobile right here that somehow I managed to mount into the tree? Indeed, they are beginning to come into bloom, so pretty exciting times with these Dendrobium nobiles. And if we take a good look at this big humunga dunga potted epidendrum right here, we will discover that they are coming into beautiful, beautiful spike. And if we take a look down in this direction right here, take a look at this. Indeed, they are already blooming their beautiful magenta blooms. And what is this just lying about in this container? Let's take a closer look and find out. Look at here, just a bunch of Dendrobium nobile canes sitting in this container without any type of media at all. And I am about to go on a mounting spree, mounting this here, there, and everywhere. So we will have Dendrobiums all over the place. And of course, this is definitely something that I needed to show you. Look at here, look at here. Do you know what those are? Those indeed are my mounted Cattleya. Yes, indeed, I have already started mounting them up. And indeed, I am also on a mounting Cattleya spree. What do you guys think? What do you think? Here are some more springtime bloomers right here, definitely giving my garden such a woodland appearance. And right over here we have an Epidendrum centropedalum, and indeed they are also in bloom. And I don't know if you remembered my last haul in Apopka at First Orchid Nursery. Indeed, this was the gal right here that was only in bud. But as you can see, today she did begin to bloom. And look at that beautiful, beautiful magenta and also alva colored bloom. I cannot wait until it fully opens so we can get the full magnitude of her glory, indeed. And look at this rose cactus that is beginning to bloom. But don't get too close, because hidden within her beauty are indeed these prickly, sharp needles. Ouchie! And look at this fiery red coral plant right here, already in beautiful bloom and in pod as well. And speaking of prickly plants, these right here are my crown of thorns. As you can see, blooming quite well also. And right here, folks, is quite a blooming beauty from my alba colored vanda right here. Indeed, as you can see, this blossom is mainly white, but on the underside base area, you're also seeing that beautiful alba green that we all love and know so much. Indeed, this is quite a beautiful vanda right here. And will you take a look right here? Oh my gosh, this is one of the most unique, most amazing, most profound blossoms that I know of, and it is coming from my passion fruit vine. And as you can see, it is in bloom. And let's take a look at this beautiful Oscasenda right here. Indeed, quite a beauty in her display. And if we take a look closer into her blossom, we are going to find the intriguing combination of the yellow, a kind of sienna orangey color, and also that pink and that salmon color in there as well. Indeed, giving quite a beautiful display. This Oscasenda deserves a standing ovation. And this right here is a Kralurk White crossed with a Charles Goodfella right here. And indeed, this is normally colored white and also an alba mustard yellow green, but unfortunately because of the cold, the true colors are not coming out in this bloom. But indeed, she still is quite a beautiful bloomer right here. Beautiful, beautiful vanda. And this right here is one of my most favorite blooms, coming from my Vanda Mimi Palmer crossed with a Thong Chai. And indeed, this is a double bloomer, so countless of blooms on this gal. And if we take a look at her blooms, you will also see that she is heavily spotted. Indeed, quite the beautiful, glamorous, and very sassy gal. And this right here, folks, is one of the most famous orchids, known as the Maxillaria tenafolia, indeed, for its amazing scented coconut blooms. And taking a look right there at the center of the screen, you will see that pointed nubbins right there, which is the formation of blooms. So deep within the jungle of all of these pseudobulbs, indeed the blooms are already beginning to form on this Maxillaria tenafolia. So excited and can't wait to smell the coconuts on these gals. Wait a minute, did that sound right? You know what I mean. And there you have it, folks. Those are my wild and crazy happenings that are going on in my garden right now. But you guys know I cannot complain, because indeed I am very grateful for nature and all of my wonderful orchids that have ability to bounce back. Indeed, they are quite incredible plants, and I do love and adore them all. I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another orchid adventure with me, Maria Young, and know that I truly truly do appreciate and love you guys all. Now, I'm hoping that you did like this video, and if you did, please be sure to give it a green thumbs up. And if you want to stay tuned to the latest and greatest news of my orchid adventures, please be sure to subscribe. Also, folks, you guys know I am on Facebook, and I have a wild, crazy hoopla of a time with all of my orchid buddies right on Facebook, and from time to time, you can also catch me having a live broadcast. So indeed, join me there as well on Facebook at My Orchid Adventures. Indeed, I truly do love you guys all, and as you guys already know, mwah, 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 and mwah.